and welcome. So we are already in the first game. Welcome to Jaymo Cash Games 1v1 tournament, sponsored by Playmo.gg. For this first match here, we've got Rady versus... Oh man. Winner by forfeit comes Rady, and was that Q hash, I think? Oh, don't need that. Yeah, maybe he was coming to my aid when he found out that I was having technical difficulties, but I am up and running now. So, welcome all. Yeah, we're gonna do our best here. Let's see who's currently playing. So, looks like Funbribus got a bye here, and we'll be playing Rady. And let's check out this other side of the bracket here. Meme Sapiens and Greg Corvo. And I'm not sure what the letters mean. MG shows how experienced I'm at this. But we'll tune into whoever we can find. And before that happens, I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on here. So this is a Rocket League tournament. So Rocket League is Rocket Car Soccer. That's all you have to know about that. It's being held on Playmo.gg, which is a website where you can earn cryptocurrency. Spectate, here we go. By playing video games. And so as long as you can find a tournament that's free to enter, then you can win cryptocurrency just for being good. And of course, you can also buy into tournaments if someone would prefer to host things that way and then just see who joins. All right, a rough touch there from Rady. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna call him Rad and Fune, or else I'm not gonna be able to get it. But, looks like Fune there just caught Rady in a bad spot. Oh, now, he had the opportunity there when Rady kind of went past the ball a little bit. But plowing it into the back wall is, it's almost never the way to go. Not that I don't do it every day. But, we've all seen that before. Oh, and let's see, can he get the angle? No! That was pretty close. I have to say, I give him credit for going for that, because that was the sort of thing where, you know, I have to, like, even if you don't usually hit that shot, that's one you definitely got to go for, because the angle's there. And he manages to clean up afterward, too. Well done. Yeah, just got a little touch past him. And then, again, a little controlled touches. Yeah, very nice. It does seem like Rad is, winning the kickoff game pretty hard, at least so far. And again, there's a controlled touch. Well played. Yeah, it seems like, so far anyway, they're content to take controlled touches and just wait for Fume here to make a bad touch, because well, you know, just statistically speaking, that's not unlikely to happen. Rocket League is a hard game, and people are likely to make mistakes. And instead of being better than them at, say, flip resets or nasty flicks, you can, definitely do pretty well in this game just by making fewer mistakes than your opponent. Oh, man! Almost what a read by Rady there. Rady, Rad, I can't make up my mind. Yeah, and I'm playing a little more confidently. It seems like maybe he realized that he's got control of this match here, and he can take it off the wall a little bit, and he can be a little more aggressive, because Fune over there looks like he's not quite as comfortable just getting around the field to where he needs to be. And there's a kickoff win, and it's also a goal opportunity if he can put this on net, but looks like maybe not. Yep. In fact, Rady even approached him from behind. He was not goal side in the least. He just said, I'm pretty sure you're not putting that in my net. And that's pretty good. He's checking behind him there. That's, I'm guessing Ratty here's probably like, I mean, at least Diamond. I'm not good at guessing. He could be Grand Champ for all I know. It's always hard to tell. But yeah, he's checking behind him. He's making controlled touches. We're seeing some good stuff. And of course, Furious doing the best he can. Oh, and he gets a kickoff goal. Does he? He does. Oh my goodness. Little bump there. Yeah, and Furious just not quite close enough to the ball, I think. Seems like he's cautious, but when it comes to ones, like, there are certain kinds of cautious you have to be. And when the ball is yours to go for, that's definitely not the sort of time you want to be bashful about diving in on the ball. Yeah. maybe Fune here is not enjoying himself as much as he thought he might. Yeah, and just constant offense looks like. Yeah. It's just a couple of touches, as many touches as he wants, and then it's in the net. Yes, sir. And a little shaky of a kickoff there from Rady. But he recovers fine, and I think with control like that, he's not going to have too much trouble. Oh, it's off the inside of the post. Those are the bounces that physics-wise, I'm pretty sure don't make sense. Oh, not a bad idea. I think at that point, probably power sliding in place would have been the way to go and spinning around. But he almost was able to kind of just drive and make the save there. Those are tough, especially panicking on the wall. You don't know where to go. There's that kickoff again. Yep. He's like, all right, I guess I can live with that. Yeah, and that's the early touch there. He saw that, oh, another near miss off the post. He saw that Funbrius there was, oh, that's in front of his net. We'll see if he can put that in. Nope, he left. Oh, that's rough. I forgot what my other train of thought was. That's all right. Oh, man, that's just brutal. He's aiming for that post, I think. Oh, and you know what I gotta do? I gotta change this into borderless windowed. So that I can tab out. Oh dear. Oh no. It's on stream. That's alright. So my apologies. I'm going to take a second looking away from this match. I'll get rid of our... Oops. Yep. Sorry about that. I'll get rid of the menu. But I'm going to take a second to see if I can bring up the chat because technical difficulties. There you go. There's a shot from Ratty. Whoops. Very good. And I'm also, I'll walk you guys through it. You get a play-by-play on my browsing the internet instead of the Rocket League game going on. But I'm bringing it up on Twitch and YouTube because I'll walk you guys through it. You get a play-by-play. I'm not sure. Uh-oh, there's audio. Because I am not sure whether Restream is working with OBS right now to give me the chat. There you go. See, I think that's probably some of what set Fune apart from Rad here is that Rad didn't, like, well, when he knew when to dive in, but unfortunately Funebrius, I think, did not dive in ever. And so even just that moment right there where he dove in, it was like, yeah, like he doesn't see that coming. He's been totally conditioned for you to sort of walk away, and the moment you dive in, even someone who's totally outplaying you will just get the ball dropped off the hood of their car because they didn't realize, oh, like he's actually going to dive in now. And a fun final 10 seconds here as I bring up the YouTube stream. Very cool. Well played. Congrats to Ratty. Well played. What was it? Fune. That's right. And because I was, of course, having technical difficulties right as the stream started. Oh, I gotta mute that one too. All right, let's see what else is going on then. So now we've got Ratty in the final, but we don't know who's going to play him yet. It's either going to be Infernite or Grey Corvo, but I'm not sure. 12-0. What is, and I don't know what the red means, I'm afraid. I'll have to look that up afterwards. Feel free to tell me in chat if you are a better Rocket League streamer than I am, and you know what it means if it's red. Does that mean like a forfeit? Is that what happened back here? No, because I think Q hash forwarded. And he... Oh, it's just the first probably letter. It's just an identifier. Okay, so that's the letter. And then the name, I don't know. And are they still playing? They are. Okay, now there's spectate. That's so weird. All right, we'll check out the end of this one because it's the last one we're going to see before the final. Now, it seems like it might be a little one-sided, but that's all right. We'll see what they have to offer here. Oh, man, those camera settings, they're so close. Oh, man. Infernite. It's not actually that important, but I would recommend checking out what the common camera settings are, because it does make the game a little easier to play. But hey, I mean, maybe this is on purpose, 100%. I'm not going to make any assumptions. All right, well played. Where's this going to show up? Ah, over there. All right, guys. Well, looks like we've got a final on our hands, and at least from how the first couple of games, or the games they each played were a little one-sided, you know, we'll see. Maybe we've got a match on our hands. All right, so we got this final here, and it is not enterable yet. It still says view details, and I'm just gonna keep clicking, because if I don't, I'm gonna start talking about something, and then the moment I start talking about it, it's going to say spectate, and I'm gonna miss it, as is customary. View details, view details. Even then, I was just clicking, and I wasn't even looking. There's a lack of focus. Yeah, well, this will be interesting, and for anyone tuning in, one, thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it. The goal is to get these happening probably more often, one, but also get more players going. So if you know anyone that plays Rocket League, please spread the word. You know, $50 up for grabs, and it's split between the top 4 places. So it goes. Oh, I'd have to check the game again. Let me take a look. I forget the numbers exactly. Oh, let's see. Oh, and I said I was gonna do it. Is it viewable now? No, not yet. Okay, good. Let's see. 70% to first place, 16% to second place, and then third and fourth each get 7%. So, like, you place top 4, you get some crypto, which is very cool. And of course, like, $50 is not a bad chunk of change, depending on who you are and what your age is and where you are in the country, or I mean, in the world. So, it's the sort of thing we'd love Here we go. Spectate time. We'd love to start filling these up, you know, getting 32, 64, 128 people in these things, and getting the prizes up too. And I'm sure it's a bit of a chicken and egg thing, but you know, we'll get the prizes up a little higher to get some more people, and as we get more people, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna warrant us making, you know, maybe some higher prize pools. But like I said, if you're able to spread the word, that would be much appreciated. All right, so we're up to a pretty strong start from Ratty, who also had a pretty one-sided match in his previous match. But, you know, I guess we'll see. He might be just a little bit more competent and confident than Grey Corvo, even though he had his, what was it, 11-0 previous game. Oh, and that's a pretty controlled touch. It was at the left side of the net at least, but yeah, Ratty's just a little too fast. Oh yeah, and that's pretty controlled, you know? It's not like exactly where he wants it, and even there. Oh, that poor post. That's the same post he's been hitting all day. But yeah, even this, like the little dish, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go for that. And yeah, just Grey Corvo having a little trouble putting speed on the ball early enough there. And stuck here without boost. That's going to be rough. I imagine, yep, Ratty's putting that one in. Yeah, and that's pretty brutal. You feel like you got to stick close to the ball in ones. And you do. But you also need to have boost. Like, you know, all the time. Which also isn't totally true, but... Oh, see that little tilt back to get closer to the ground and backwards again to reset. That says to me, like, okay, this guy is using air roll the right way. I still don't know how to air roll. Or at least, like, intuitively. Pardon my us. But it seems like there, right, he knew exactly where he wanted to go with his car, and then he went there. I got a little finagling there, yeah, and I think Ratty just realizes that if he just stays close to the ball and controls it, he's eventually going to score, because at least at the moment, he's significantly outplaying the folks that he has to go up against. And of course, worth mentioning also, not that I don't mean to be ungrateful for anyone who has played so far. We've got some good talent, and even people who would objectively say they aren't talented, I'm super glad they've played. That disclaimer out of the way, the more people we get for this tournament, the more likely we are to get some good players, you know, and maybe attract some high-level talent, and of course, eventually, maybe, some professional talent. Oh, and there's a rare miss from Ratty. Saved by the not quite crossbar. Oh, that's a nice touch. A little side flip at the end there to give it a little oomph. We don't have to watch that one again. But yeah, I would really love to see how far we can take this and see if we can get it to grow to the point where people, you know, people care about it. People know about it. And for that, I need your help. So, no pressure, of course, but anything would always be appreciated. If you know someone who plays Rocket League, send them my way. Grey Corvo faking the kickoff there, or just deciding not to go, one or the other. Yeah, and again, stuck here 0 boost with no real options there. He can't accelerate the ball. He, you know, maybe could cut if he had enough control, but instead it looks like he was just sort of laying it out on a silver platter for Rady, at least given the control that he has. Oh, that's a rough miss. And I'm sure Ratty will put those in most days. Yeah, oh, Ratty, that kickoff, man. I feel you. The the side flick kickoffs when you just go way too, like, steep of an angle. All right, I was touching this off the wall, but can't quite read it. And, oh, into his own net it goes. That may or may not have been on purpose. It is hard to say for sure. Oh, yeah, it's a nice little power slide turn there. Oh, didn't quite line up with the ball, but that's all right. I'll still give him credit. Yep, stand real close to it. There's the cut. Yep. Waits for Great Corvo here to dive in. Yep, and he's got the boost to use. You notice he's got all that boost sitting in the tank for when it's time to use it, which is hard to do in Rocket League. You feel like you always need it. But a lot of times, to get around, you have more options than just boost. You got wave dashes, you got flips. And even if you get there sooner with boost, maybe one, you don't need to get there sooner this time, and you will need to get there sooner next time. Oh, one for the road maybe? No, not quite. But yeah, timing and decision making. All right, so the final here is the best of 3. So we get to see at least one more game, maybe 2 if Great Corvo can bring it back and take us to game 3. And of course, we would love to see that. That's all we ask for here. Is seeing some good Rocket League. You know, root for whoever you want, but I'm rooting for good Rocket League. There's a strong kickoff, and yeah, it looks like he's just not quite confident enough to follow that and take it early. And if you're not taking that early, Ratty's gonna get a touch on it for sure. We'll watch that goal from Ratty's perspective now. Yep, and he just knew. He said, I can take that early and get around the ball, or at least around it enough to put it on net. Yep, there's the control touch. Oh, it's actually a good bump from Gray, because I'm sure Ratty was scoring that otherwise. Controlled little touch, controlled little touch. Oh, he actually didn't quite get around it. Did he? He did. That last touch there, I mean, maybe it was a little risky, but it was also pretty good because I didn't think he was going to be able to boop that lightly enough and on net enough. Oh, kickoff goal for Gray, yes sir. A couple more of those will be all right. All right, Gray, we can watch your goal. You can watch it. Yeah. Well played. It's like clapping after a double fault, sort of, isn't it? Yeah, kickoff goal. Okay, at least at that one, you know, Corvo managed to be close enough to it that even though Rady beat him to the ball. Oh, yeah. Oh! That one I thought was going in. It's just that one post. But yeah, he managed to be sort of underneath it. So at least when Rady beat him to the ball, sort of handily, it didn't just go straight into the net because it bounced a little bit off of his own car. I'm assuming Rady's gonna get to this first. Yep, that's rough, but it's a bit of a pattern so far. He's just a little too slow in the turn there. Corvo is like you even saw he did a little fake turn and then decided, oh no, I do want to turn on that. And I give him credit for realizing that, but of course, it's tough once you've made a decision and then you have to change it. It makes me wonder whether in times like those, you know, it's probably the case that even if you've made the bad decision, it's best maybe to recover from that as best as possible instead of realizing, oh man, I really should have challenged there. I need to challenge now. Because by then, your opponent has almost certainly already recovered. Yep, a nice little touch around him. Already that kickoff, man. It's so close. Yeah, and Gray just wants that goal so bad. I'm sure he could have played that safe and gotten on the second touch, but he said, I need to put this in the net. That is my goal. We'll watch that goal from Rades. Yep, there's a little controlled touch. And the next little controlled touch. Not bad defense there from Gray Corvo. And now he's got one touch on it, but he's giving it away, which is tough, you know. In ones, it's hard not to give it away. It's hard to touch it so that you're in control of it, but you're not putting it in your own net. But those are the things you learn. Those are things you figure out. And until then, people like Ratty will punish you for it, that's for sure. Oh yeah, just not enough speed, not no flipping, no wave dashes, nothing to beat Rady to the ball when oh, that's over. Yep. When he's probably got the boost advantage and the mechanics / positioning advantage. Now there's a miss. Looks like Gray wasn't quite able to put that where he wanted it. And again, he's just leaving it for Ratty, which you know, probably works well enough when you're playing people that make as many mistakes as you do, you know. But the moment you're playing something better than you, giving them time with the ball, that's going to be a dangerous decision. Ready, touches it hard into his own corner. And again, Gray Corvo missing the open net. You know, it's not the easiest open net in the world, for sure. Especially for anyone. Oh, that's rough. Oh, he saw him coming. He said, I'm going to take this nice and slow because you're going nice and fast. Oh, no, I guess he just misread it. That's all right, though. These things happen. Yep, there it goes. Oh! That's, yeah, I'll have to see that again, maybe from this angle. See, how close did he miss that? Yeah, man, I mean, that was pretty close to bouncing out, but it had the little bit of momentum left. Very cool. Oh! Almost the dunk of the century. And again, yeah, Reddy's totally content to just go up and get the first touch on it, because he's going to be first there. And there's even a decent chance that, Gray, that's right, will, not even be able to get to the next touch, let alone this first one. There you go. That's a nice little challenge. Now he's dumped it into the corner, and he's left the boost, and that's going to be rough. That's not a bad play off his own back wall. That's the kind of play that you accidentally do on the other side of the field and then get scored on. So now let's see. Will he be able to be the first one to this ball? Because I'm sure Ratty's on his way. There he is. Oh yeah, not quite able to read the bounce. Not a bad idea though. You know, taking it off. Passing yourself off the sidewall is something that happens all the time. But passing to the opponent off the sidewall also happens all the time. So, what can I say? Lots of things happen all the time in this game. Yeah, Ratty's just tapping that boost. Knows when to spend it to get to the next boost he needs. Seems like this is probably even just autopilot for him at this point, but it is interesting to see how much this game has levels, and I'd love to find out what rank he is, because then it would go to show, like, if it turns out that he's like, Diamond 2 or something, then a champ would probably make him look just as, would probably have a similar scoreline against Ratty, as Ratty is having against people in this tournament. But that kickoff, man, it's cracking me up. It cracks me up because that's what I do on my kickoff all the time. I do, the side flip, or not the side flip, but just, the drifty, flippy, speedy kickoff. Well played, Ratty. Congratulations. And I always mess it up like that. Anyway, congratulations, Ratty. So this was the Jaymo Cash Games. Thank you all for tuning in. I, as always, apparently apologize for technical difficulties and getting started a little late. But that's what we've got going on. So on playmo.gg in probably about 45 minutes, I'll upload the results of this tournament. And then playmo.gg will take care of everything else for me. The prize pool is distributed on playmo.gg, and the people signing up happens there. So as long as, that's all taken care of before the tournament, it's really nice. I just go in, tell them who won, and the crypto gets distributed. Now, Playmo supports Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and BTC, Bitcoin or Bitcoin Core. So, whatever your preference is, that's what you can, I'm pretty sure, deposit and cash out in. I'll correct myself if that's not the case later. But that's what's available there. So I recommend, if you're in any other games, if you like Rocket League, obviously, please check out my next tournament. I've been doing them monthly. We're going to see if we can maybe pick up the pace a little bit, do them more regularly. But there are also weekly COD tournaments, COD Mobile. And apparently those are blowing up. They're getting good numbers of players there. So if you want to play COD, or a bunch of other things, like I think you can kind of do anything technically on playmo.gg, because it's just signups and then winner declarations from the moderator. But I've seen games like people play Fortnite on there, but also like Monopoly Mobile or random stuff that you can kind of make it do whatever you want. So I recommend everybody check it out. I'm definitely shilling for it, but also, like, I'm a fan of it personally, and the guys who run it, I think, are good people who are doing some pretty interesting things. So definitely check it out, playmo.gg. I'm Jaymo. No relation to Playmo. It's just the name I always wanted for my gaming channel, and it rhymes. So, oops, sorry for everyone who's really confused and goes to jaymo.gg and tries to look up that one streamer named Playmo. For all 0 people who end up doing that, I apologize. So, yeah, I think that's going to be about it for me. Thanks, everyone who did tune in, for tuning in. I am probably going to go stream some Rocket League on my channel, so feel free to check that out. Jaymo_gaming on Twitch. But, of course, no pressure. Juro's commenting it rhymes. Yes, sir, it does. All right. So, thanks again. I'm out. Peace.